Good morning. I am Bruce Williams, the Superintendent of Schools for Two Rivers Supervisory Union. And I am just the introducer here, but our whole team is here. We have parents, teachers, two parents, one of whom is a school board member, and our liaison, Catherine, is here. And I would like to first thank the designers of this whole educational process, whoever and everybody that's involved in that. Because one of the ingenious parts of it was to have the liaison to help follow up on projects, ideas, and planning. And Catherine has been invaluable in that process. And it gives us a chance to sustain I believe it gives us a chance to sustain our efforts that might otherwise not. You'd think that something as self-evidently positive as the farm to school activities that you're going to see, you've already seen two, you'll see ours, you'll see many more this morning, would be easier to do than it seems to be. But it is really hard work. It's hard to, in the world of competing priorities of public schools, it's just really hard work. And it takes a lot of commitment and it takes a lot of organization. And so the design of this program has been the best that I've experienced in a long career of, quality professional development. So we have focused on, again, building infrastructure. And we certainly have had plenty of good activities going on, but our idea is to build, we hope that our circle of friends, which is 5 or 6 or 7 right now, 5 of whom are here, will be triple that by this time next year. We have 6 different schools that we're working with, and that makes it an interesting challenge. 2 high schools and 4 elementary schools. When we came to the Institute last summer, we were largely representing 2 schools. That was purely by accident, and those schools are off and running. So our challenge is to build that infrastructure in our other 4 schools. We know there's interest. We know there are really, great people ready and willing to work on this, but it's our job to help organize those people. But now, let's just focus on some of the things we've done this year. Thanks.
So I'm from Chester, Andover. I guess our successes this year, we had our biggest day is our wellness day, which actually turns into 2 days for me of seed sowing with 30 minutes with each classroom, K to 6. And we plant the seeds that will be planted in the garden. This year, we planted our garden for salsa, pesto, and pizza sauce. So we don't have a ton of upkeep over the summer, and hopefully come back in the fall and take the stuff that we planted those days and make the sauces. Additionally, each child takes 3 seedlings. They plant 3 seeds in their bucket to take home with them and try to grow something at home so they can compare how their stuff at school is with the stuff at home. What else? We do Harvest of the Month. Our food service people do Harvest of the Month taste test every month. And we try to get parent volunteers or anybody that wants to come and help and get the kids excited to try beet burgers. We get them to come in. And I guess that's about it. We in Chester have same challenges, I would say, as everyone else. Sustaining a strong base. And I guess I'll go.
Sure. I am Morgan Skiathidis. I'm a parent at Mount Holly Elementary, and this year we did a food, family, and fun night, which is kind of a spin-off of family night. Was it family fun night, which was groups would go around to different areas and do different games, and that stopped probably 2 years ago, and so we kind of kept that going with this food, family, and fun night. So we had yoga, karate, smoothie making, planting in the garden, and the healthy snack making. So it was a big success, and kind of what was exciting for me was that and you'll see a couple slides in a little bit, we redid the cafeteria, kind of in the name of Farm to School. So that is a picture of the cafeteria, of the after shot, and you'll have a before shot in the next few slides. So that's the healthy smoothie making. Yeah, why don't you, is it the next one? Yep, transformed cafeteria into the Blue Plate Cafe. So you can see the before and after. It was quite a drastic change. So do you want to add anything to that? Oh, yes, and the other struggle this year that has almost been overcome is that we wanted to replace the long rectangular tables with round tables to create more of a dining, friendly family atmosphere in the cafeteria. Oh, the t-shirts, right. So we have these lovely t-shirts. We grow at Mount Holly School with what's, yep. Eat well, learn well, live well. Yep, which was kind of the motto that we created last June here. So that kind of spurred the whole thing, and we sold the t-shirts, and by the end of the night, we had, 40% of everybody running around wearing blue, which was great. And it matches the new cafeteria, so. Okay, so who's gonna talk about the brochure?
So another success we had this year was improved communication, and we did that through creating a website for our supervisory union. We also created a brochure that we handed out at our school events, as Morgan will show you. And we also got an email address for our supervisory union for all those vegetable emergencies that people have. A huge success that we had was increasing our enrollment in free and reduced lunch. At the beginning of the year, Morgan and I provided free kale chips to people that would fill out the application. And we got a huge jump in our percentage. And it was true across the supervisory union. You can see there, the light green is last year and the dark green is this year. Yep. And our challenges remaining are that we had in our action plan were to support our food staff and our teachers with more professional development around farm to school. So that's something we really want to focus on for next year. And to engage students in meaningful leadership roles. So we've already made a decision that next year we'll institute the ladder of responsibility. Kindergarten, my class, has started taking over the recycling, but that's kindergarten running the recycling at lunch. And they've also been making centerpieces for the Blue Plate Cafe. But we would like to see it throughout the whole school. We just kind of, we talked earlier about actively engaging all schools in the Two River Supervisory Union in it. And as Bruce said, everybody's really excited about it. It's just really getting the momentum like all the other schools, the challenge everybody's facing. And Catherine or Bruce, do you want to talk about the shift in our meal program?
Sure. We have been, I think it may be the biggest focus of our efforts this year has been to look at the quality of our food going out to our students. And we're taking a look at any number of strategies, but especially trying to get more fresh local food on the plates of our children. And again, Food Connects, which is an organization in southern Vermont that Catherine works for, is kind of key to that. We have a grant writer working on efforts to, again, improve the access to local farms and quality of food and so on. I don't know if you want to add anything to that, Catherine? I mean, I just think, a lot of the information that Farm to School has put out has been compelling, and we've showed it to our school board, all 6 of our school boards, and I think it's a critical factor in trying to improve the quality of life of our children. And we're continuing to make that a real focus. Beyond that, we will be working on many other aspects, including gardens and other curriculum efforts as well. All right?
So we have about a minute and a half for questions. Questions, comments? Cheers.
Do you talk to other superintendents throughout the state of Vermont? I don't think there's a level of commitment that you
So, yeah, be careful what you wish for. Superintendents are distracted, often not entirely organized around these issues, all those kinds of things. But yeah, I do talk to other superintendents, and there are other superintendents that are really very interested and supportive of these programs. That the trick is, that's what my initial comment is, you wouldn't think this would be so hard because it's so self-evidently positive for children. So all I can say is persevere. And, you know, if you have a superintendent on board, then the trick is to get principals engaged. And if you have principals engaged, the trick is to get the superintendent or teachers or parents or whatever. You need all of those constituencies, and one isn't the key. It's just a group effort.
You had a question back there.
Yeah, just a similar question with school board members. If, have you gotten them excited, or have you succeeded or not with that?
It's a big help if your school board member starts the whole process rolling and gets the grant that gets you to the institute. That's a big help. But we now, I think we have at least 3 other school board members who are interested in being part of this committee. 2 of them pretty well signed up, and another one from Plymouth, which is a non-operating school district, but a board member who I just happened, she said something about farm to school, and I perked right up and said, want to be on our committee? And she said, yes, let me think about my schedule. But so I feel very fortunate that we've got a lot of support from board members. And board members care about their kids' food.
Great. So I think we're going to go on to Orchard School. So thank you to Rivers.